Alright guys, it's Mad and welcome back to another episode of Hold Down Heroes. I've not done one for a while, but we have a new tank, and it's the ideal tank to do an episode of Hold Down Heroes with, the infamous Type 59. These things can be an absolute scourge on the battlefield, or they can actually be kind of a letdown for your team, depending on who's driving them. They can either be a nice box of juicy hit points to take, or they can be one of the hardest tanks to take down, depending on who's driving it and how they're driving it. So what we're going to do now is have a little talk through the tank, so if any of you guys have got it and you're not doing so well, you can see why. This is one of those tanks that prefers to be completely hold down. And if you're really new to the game and you don't know what hold down is, what we basically mean is, by hold down, this is the hull of the tank, and by hold down we mean hiding the hull. So a piece of cover across sort of there would be ideal, a rock, bit of building, even the lie of the land. Say there's a ridge line, you can get your hull behind the ridge line and only expose the strongest part of this tank, which is its turret. So there we go, quick explanation about that. On to we're going to talk about the front plate first, and why this tank is best to be played hold down completely. The front plate is very good, 100mm, and also the lower plate is 100mm, so don't be thinking if you're fighting one of these but the lower plate is a lot easier pen than the upper plate, because it's not, depending on the angle obviously. Right, so these numbers are not very big at all. Most tier 7s and above can bash straight through there, unless a Type 59 is tanking a corner, and tanking a corner very well. If he's tanking a corner effectively, over angling his front plate and trying to bait you to shoot it, he can bring up numbers well over 200mm, especially the lower plate, so don't be fooled into aiming at the lower plate. If you've got well over 200 pen, aim for the upper plate. If not, you need to catch the guy out, catch his drive wheel, go straight through there, or if he's exposing a little bit of side armour, go straight through there when he's tanking a corner and catch him out that way. Do not be fooled into trying to shoot this part here. Anyway, so that's enough about the hull. That is the only good part about the hull when you're tanking a corner. On to the best part about this tank, its turret. So with any turret there are some weak points. We're going to talk about those first. The cupolas, 150mm, which is very thick, but they're quite steep. Don't bring up that bigger numbers. Tier 7s you might not want to bother, but tier 8s and above, yep, you can go straight through these, but in reality they're a very small target. Top of the turret is only 30mm, so you can overmatch that with a 90mm gun and it will go straight through, but again it's quite a small target and you need to be above the tank really to get it, unless you get a very lucky shot here, possibly a long range shot that flies up and dips down, might hit that, and that's when you're going to get your crazy pen on the turret roof. Anyway, onto the turret. There is one other major weak spot directly beneath the gun, because the front of the turret is 200mm, but with any shaped turret, this is a dome shape, so as the dome comes down the armour angling reduces, and it's only 8 degrees there, which means the effective armour thickness is only 202mm. So most tier 7s with premium rounds and tier 8s can get through this area, and that is going to be the shot when you get your gun damaged, your gunner killed, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So the tank's not invincible, it's just very hard to take down when they're hold down. So on to the best part about this tank. It's 200 at the front. There are some extra bits which I don't know if the console model has, but still 200mm brings up massive numbers, and the further you go out to the side the angling increases and the numbers get redonkulous, and nobody's ever going to penetrate that. And that is why this tank works so well hold down. There's no need to go into it in any more depth. Look at those numbers, try and put those numbers to use. Anyway, there we go fellas, hold down is the best way to play the Type 59. Anyway, onto some gameplay now, and I'll try and show you this in action. There we go fellas, I'll catch you in some gameplay.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Right, here we go tankers, Type 59 on Tundra, top tier game, ideal for this tank. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I didn't plan on doing, it's the first time I'd used the Type 59 on Tundra, It all just kind of happened really, but ideal really. I saw an opportunity, I took the opportunity, and it works really well. The only thing that's going to let me down is the accuracy of the Type 59. 0.38 accuracy, it's not all that. It does let me down a bit in a minute, but for what we want to see today, absolutely ideal. Right, so here we go. I knew about this point, but it didn't occur to me to use it until I got here. So here we go. Look at that. Could do with backing off a little bit just so my aiming reticle is just over that rock to guarantee that I'm not exposing any hole. Here we go, 6th sense goes off, lots of targets.
Enemy in sight.
I'm still not just sitting there, because there are tier 8s on their team, and a KV2. Got to be a little bit careful. And just listen to all the ricochets in a minute, they come in. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Enemy's Type 59. Get one in, track him, team start to hit him, which is cool. Missed that KV2 HE shot, which is nice. That was the only thing I was really worried about at this point.
Right at us.
You can just see all the rounds coming in, all the hit markers I'm getting on the screen, but taking no damage. Of course they could get very lucky and hit the Cumpolas, but like I said, very small target. The only thing you are going to see that's bad about the Type 59 right now is the accuracy. A lot of these shots with most other tier 8 tanks I could guarantee, but with this, firing a lot of lead down the range, I've not done much damage so far.
Looks like that one went right through.
But what I am doing is keeping them lit up, keeping them busy. They can shoot at me all they like. Rather they shoot at me and I bounce it than they shoot at my team and they kill them. Just trying to finish off this Tiger, he's tracked in place. Picking up loads of nice assist points. That KV2 is going to be a problem though. He is staying hold down as well, and with this accuracy and the penetration, I really struggle with that KV2. See, bounce. But like I said at the start, for the purposes of this video, ideal.
Ready to fire.
Another miss, 0.38 accuracy.
The enemy knows our location.
A lot of their guys are giving up now. Bounce another shot there. What was that? 88. He's got 17 pounder. That's a fair gun I've been bouncing there. I finally get one into the KV2. I've swapped to premium now. Getting bored of bouncing off of him, so I've swapped to some premium rounds. Right, so that's enough of that. Their team have given up bouncing off my turret, so I need to do something else.
The enemy is capturing the base.
And there we go, we're in capped already. A lot of their guys kind of shot myself in the foot really. They all gave up shooting at me, drove around the other way of the map, killed half of our team, and now they're going to try and cap out.
Target locked. They found us. Looks like that
This
one
is some valuable shots into the enemy Type 59 there.
target.
One of the most valuable tanks on their team, need to get him done. Trying to save our artillery. Oh, and there's that accuracy again. Well, I'll make a bit of a mistake here, watch this.
Been detected.
Go down a little bit hot. Ooh, half my hit points gone. So most of the damage I take in this game was done by myself, I'm afraid. But I needed to get there as quick as I could. The cap time is ticking up.
They found us.
Right, enemies Type 59. Shout out to this guy. This is actually a viewer. Feel a bit bad. Killed a viewer. But he seemed quite happy about that actually. He sent me a message afterwards. So shout out to you, Chaos War Daddy. Bounce off his angled lower plate there. There we go. Should take some of my own advice. Bang. He's dead. Now push into the cap. Bouncing some more shots. IS-3. I can't get to the cap with these guys here. Lose a little bit more health.
Punched a hole in their armor.
Just stay and hold down.
We've got a lock.
Trying to bait a shot from the IS-3. There we go. He bounces off. He's backing off. He's had enough.
Enemy is capturing the base.
And here comes a VKA. And this is where I start to realise the other Type 59 in my team, he's still sat up on the hill over on the eastern flank. I'm not going to get any help.
Straight through.
Right, so he's done the idle thing here. He pushes in on me. Gives me the opportunity just to kill him. Can I get to the cap? No, I can't. Yep, another loss through no fault of my own, to be honest. Right, look at the results though, and we're looking for one figure here. There we go, 3,400 damage blocked. And with the damage I took to myself, which was done by myself I'm afraid, was enough to kill me 3 times over. But I pick up a high caliber, a cool headed for bouncing a shot with less than 10% of my health left, and the steel wall. And more importantly, 193,000 credits, and that is why you play the Type 59. It's the best credit earner in the game at the minute. So did a sizable amount of damage, decent amount of experience, but I'm afraid that was a losing battle for me. Never going to win that one with a team like that, but I did my job. And also the Type 59 really showed you just ideal hold down situation there and how you should play this tank. And even at the end there, when I was using that berm against the IS-3, I was still hold down. I could have picked on him all day long really, unless he hit me just under my gun or hit one of my cupolas if he was very lucky. Right, anyway, there we go guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode of Hold Down Heroes with the Type 59. If you're not doing so well in it, try and hide your hole and just expose your turret and abuse people that way. And that's how the Type 59 works. Well, there we go guys. Please give the video a like if you did, sub if you're not, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.